And I don't know how you want to kick this off. I have a few questions that corporate gave. I don't know if you want to, I mean, we all know you. I don't know if you want to take a few minutes to introduce yourself or you just want to jump in.
This is your call. You're right next to me, so I'm talking to you in your little box right here, by the way. Your call. So this is totally your call, and like the corporate stuff is guidelines and talking points. If you're not sure, but look, this is yours, babe. So I'm here for you. I want to make sure I've got half hour before my next call. I'm like back to back right now on calls, so I want to make sure that I'm answering all your team's questions and comments and concerns. And so let's go. It's you do you, boo. I'm just here for you.
We appreciate it, man. This is such an honor. I was in the Core de Force test group right after I had my second child. So I really kind of want to talk about the power of a coach test group. And, speaking of the language that we got from Summit, like not just the opportunity, but the responsibility we have as coaches to go through these programs, something like LIIFT, and to show how these programs not only transform our lives, but can impact those around us. And so can we talk a little bit about like our roles as coaches with this program? How do you see us living this? What do you think that we should be doing to promote this? Like, what are your best tips for coaches?
That's a great question. No one's asked me that question yet. I like that. Like they have, but not as articulated as you did it. So very nice. Good job. So a couple of things. One, hi everybody. I want to say hi. My name is Joel Freeman. Nice to meet you. I have to do that on every call just because I'm actually, like I said, I'm up at my dad's right now. And we were just having this conversation because he's a school teacher. He's an English school teacher. So we were just talking about how like the world of media and social media and everything is just like erased politeness. Like people send me messages all the time. They don't even say hi anymore. They just ask me the question. I'm like, I don't know you. Like, say hi, introduce yourself. Anyway, sorry. So I was also raised in West Texas. So that's how I was raised. Okay. Now that we know each other, in terms of if you guys are all coaches, and that's awesome. So, a couple things. It's going to be a super long answer to your question. I hope that's okay. LIIFT itself is, I think, one of the most unique programs that has ever been in existence. And I'm not just saying that because it's my program. I'm saying that because I have been in the fitness industry now for over 15 years. I started at the front desk position when I was 19, a little gym in West Texas, and just worked my way up and have been in the business of fitness for that long. And also worked for the Washington State Department of Health, and I've opened gyms. I've been with Beachbody now for 7 years, which is crazy. And so I've been around, okay, in the fitness world. And what I've noticed is we're still having the same conversations. Like, 80% of the population don't work out. And, like I get questions from coaches all the time, like, hey man, I can't, how do you get people in your challenge groups? And then once they're in the challenge group, how do you get them to stay and continue to be active through the whole entire program? Gyms have a retention issue. We have a retention issue. We can't even keep coaches right now. Right. Like it's like, there's a lot of issues happening. And I feel that the pendulum has been swinging one direction to the point where now we're at this pivotal point where so many people in the world, this 80% of the population, everything, feel that our workouts have gotten longer and we've gotten way more regimented and strict and diet and this and that, where it's like this feeling of like it has to be all or nothing now. And I don't agree with that personally. And I was given this opportunity to create like 2 years ago when Carl and I first started talking about, okay, Joel, what would your solo project look like? And I told him, and we started talking about this. That's what I love about Carl Deichler is the fact, like, he's just like me. He really is. Like, we really don't want to work out and we really don't want to eat healthy. We just know we have to. And like, my job is fitness, you guys, but I am seriously like a 9-year-old fat boy trapped in a 35-year-old man's body. Like, I would so much rather have nachos. Well, I do actually. I eat nachos and stuff like that, but it's, I try to be smart about it. So, and this is, I personally feel that I think this is the general population. I think it includes you guys too. Like, and you tell me, like, I think we all, like, tell me if I'm right. We want to be healthier. We want to be fitter. We want to look good naked, and we want to eat tacos on Tuesday. Right? Like, hallelujah, mic drop, praise Jesus. That's it. Like, I really think it's that simple. We want to live our life. We don't want, like, fitness should not dictate your life. It really shouldn't. I truly don't believe that. I believe that fitness should enhance your life. It should make your life better, as well as nutrition should. It should make you feel better, like where you can do all the things in your life where you can. It's not about fitness. It just shouldn't do it. So with all that said, the reason I'm telling you that is just because this is LIIFT. This is how LIIFT came about. This is why the program is designed this way. And we don't have time to talk about like all the exercise science, but like the 4 days a week, it works because of the way the program is designed, the sequencing, the what I'm making you do in those 30 to 40 minutes. And then the rest days are there because, one, your body needs to recover and like the overtraining is a real deal right now. Most people are overtrained. They don't even know it because you're not giving your body enough time to rest and recover. Like, that's legit happening right now. So I wanted to get rid of all that stuff. And then just make the nutrition plan just as simple. We could talk more about that later too, but like, it's just all super, super simple. Went back to basics because basics work. So with all that said, as a coach, I understand, like, look, you get a new program every 3 to 6 months, and then you talk about it, and all the trainers jump on the calls and tell you why this is the best thing since sliced bread. And yeah, it's the first program that I've done solo, but I truly feel that this is the most realistic, sustainable program, maybe ever. Ever that I've ever seen. And that's, not just a beach body. I'm just talking about in general, because I wanted to create something that just works around your life. Like, look, we all wake up in the morning with the best intentions of the day, and life usually laughs at you and throws a curveball, right? So we need to have something that's flexible that you can mold around those instances. And that's what LIIFT will do. As a coach, when you guys see these programs, and especially this one, look, it's human nature to compare the unknown to the known, right? We want to know, like, well, what's this like? Is the nutrition plan like 21 Day Fix? Is it time nutrition? What's the fitness program like? Well, what do I do on these other 3 days? I've been working out 6 days on 8-day obsession. Am I going to lose all my gains? Y'all chill, okay? Relax, everybody. Let's take this from a common sense standpoint first. Number one, Beachbody wouldn't put a program out that doesn't work, right? Like, and it won't make you worse. So there's the common sense aspect of it. But two, you have to understand that every program is different in terms of what the intent is. Like Core to Force, one of my personal favorites. It's a 30-day shredding program. So we have you doing something every day because we have to. It's only 30 days. We only have 30 days with you, right? That's not a sustainable idea. That's not a sustainable practice. LIIFT, yes, it's an 8-week program, but it's meant ultimately to be a sustainable workout regimen that you need to do. Everybody needs to lift at least 4 days a week. So my point of telling you all that is to, one, seriously, just relax, guys. And just, it's okay. It's going to be, everybody just take a deep breath. And understand that what we're trying to do here, I'm not going after you guys. The program is not designed to try to convince Beachbody coaches you should do this program. The program is designed to give you guys a tool. Yes, hopefully you also embrace this, but a tool to go after the 80% of the population that you can't get yet. That's who we're going after, right? Like that's what this is. This is a business tool, is, if you really think about it, is to go after the people that have told you no in the past. And now you can go back to them by saying, oh, you say you didn't have time to work out? Hey, it's only 4 days a week. And you can't work out for very long. Okay, cool. 30 to 40 minutes, 4 days a week, 2 to 2.5 hours a week total. Like, do the math of 160 some. I think it's like 168 hours in the week. All I need is 2 to 2.5 hours a week. Like if someone says that's still not enough, or they still can't do it, they're just not ready. Okay, at that point. But like, it just gets rid of all these different barriers on that. So, as a coach, I think it's an exciting time for you guys, and hopefully you use all these tools that are being given to you right now. Carl has been great, and the team has been great. Carl and I, we text like almost every other day, like, what about this? What about this? Can we do this? Can we do this? And that's why we're doing the live stream on Saturday. And that's why we're doing the test group this next coach test group the way that I want to do it, which is, I'm going to be running it, and I'm going to be posting every day in it, and I'm going to be going live, and at least twice a week, I'm going to be giving you guys business training on the value of this program and how to sell this program and how to talk to people about this program. Like, I'm not just going to go in there like, hey, today's back and biceps, good luck. It's going to be like really talking about this and using those 8 weeks after, once we start on July 16th, is a training for you guys. It's like 8 weeks of fitness and business training. So when you come out of it, then we relaunch it again October 1st on All Access, and then you guys can hope. My goal is hopefully you can talk to people about this program just the way I'm talking to you about. You don't have to know the sciencey stuff. Don't worry about that. You just have to know know enough about it to say, hey, this is how this is going to work for you, because that's the value in it. Anybody who knows value in something will buy it without even thinking about it. Hello, iPhones, like $1,000. Nobody questions it. We still go do it because there's a value in it. So that's my goal. My goal is not to sell this program. That's your job. My goal is to give you everything I can in the next, at this point, like we're going into 11 weeks total, including from now until the time the program starts, just to brain dump LIIFT into you.
Yeah, you know, talking about the overtraining from a person that probably lived that way for a long time, this was a big change. But I'll tell you, making that like mind muscle connection in my lifts, like going all out on the hit,
yeah,
spent at the end of those workouts.
Yeah, and you're just, sorry, I'm just saying, and you're just doing the before workouts right now.
Right.
Like you guys, everyone, I loved it. Everyone's like, oh my God, Joe, I love your program. It's so great. I'm like, that's awesome. I love, thank you so much. It means you love the intro to the program, because y'all haven't done the program yet, people. Okay. Don't let that scare you. It's going to be awesome. But there's a lot, because I know there's a lot of questions about the rest days right now. They're like, well, what do I do on my rest days? Like, you know, I feel like I still need more. Like I'm getting messages right now saying, well, I still need more after that, you know, that before workout. I'm like, that's why it's called before LIIFT. So do more, do whatever you want to do. That's just to, you know, give you a little taste and also give you something to do it for a month. But once you get into this workout, you guys, in this program, y'all gonna be really happy about those rest days. Seriously, like y'all really gonna be happy. So just wait. Monday the 16th and Tuesday the 17th. Just wait until Wednesday before you decide on anything else you're gonna do. Like, just don't make plans on Wednesday for a workout, okay? Because y'all might want to do some yoga. Okay, I really hope on that Wednesday I get like flooded with you know, hate mail and social media telling me that how much they hate me because they can't wash their hair. Great, dry shampoo, keep going. Like I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. But you know, the rest days are very simple on this one. So look, you guys can do, like, the whole point of this is to get your life back, right? So rest days, don't lift, no hit. That's it. Those are your stipulations. That's all you have to do, because the overtraining is real. And what we're doing in the 30 to 40 minutes, you guys, I'm breaking your body down on purpose. Like, you're not supposed to come out of these workouts saying, cool, I think I'll go for a run. Like, you should be coming out of these workouts like crawling away. That is the point of this, okay? Because I'm going to give you the necessary amount of time for your body to rest, recover, heal back up, stronger, and just do it again. That is how you build muscle. That's how you get fitter. That's how you lose weight. Like, you just have to do it the right way. So no lifting, no hitting. Everything else is cool.
Okay. Yeah. Talk to us about the nutrition plan and the built-in treat meals.
Yeah. The nutrition plan is, okay, the nutrition plan is just as simple as the program design concept. It's just how you should be eating. That's really it, to be honest with you. It's not anything else besides that. And what I mean by that is basic nutrition is, from a nutritional standpoint, is 30% protein, 40% carbs, 30% fats. That's just, you know, basic macros. That's what this program is. That's all. And we just want to make sure that you're getting enough calories. So that's why we have the calorie bracket calculations in the nutrition plan. That's it. Like, there's nothing else to really talk about in terms of, like, we don't change your carbs. We don't do any of that stuff. It just keep going, because, again, I wanted to create something that was sustainable. So now you can just keep going after those 8 weeks, right? Just, what do you do after the 8 weeks? Just keep eating the way you have been, and you're going to continue to see the results, because that's what's sustainable. I know, you know, before this, 2B Mindset was out, and I love 2B Mindset. I love the simplicity of it. I think it's a phenomenal program. But you have to remember, there's also a reason why every program comes out, a fitness program comes out with a nutritional plan, because they sync up to each other. Okay. So, now with that said, start using, so people are saying, the reason I'm saying that is because people ask, can I use 2B Mindset with LIIFT? Can I use the containers? Can I use Fixate? Yes. You have to start with LIIFT first, though, okay? Get your calories figured out, see what bracket you're supposed to be using, so you know how many calories you should be consuming every single day. And then you can totally pull some of the principles from 2B Mindset in. That's fine in terms of, like, meals, right? Like meals ideas and comparisons and things like that. That's totally okay to do. But you got to make sure you're giving your body the fuel that it needs, okay? The program is container friendly. but it's not centered around the containers, which is why there are no containers in the challenge packs, because again, we're going for consistency. I think the containers are phenomenal for getting people who need help in terms of figuring out their portion sizes and what do measurements look like. I think they're great. Do I think they're necessarily sustainable? I don't, but I also wouldn't ask anybody to use containers for the rest of their life, because that's, again, I'm thinking the 80% of the population who aren't going to. Okay, so that's why we did it that way. But I think I'm not knocking it, so please don't say Joel hates the containers. I don't hate them. I just hate they flip over in the dishwasher. Anybody? They fill up with water. Son of a. Okay, but I think they're great. And so it's just, again, start with the LIIFT nutrition plan first, and then you can pull out the other principles into it. The cheat day itself is the same concept as the rest days. Just to relax, and you get to loosen the reins a little bit. So it goes back to that whole not all or nothing thing, where it just means that whatever your cheat wants to be. Look, if you have something that you love to have, like, okay, me personally, mine's cheeseburgers. I love cheeseburgers and like fries. That's my thing. And I usually have a cheeseburger every week, at least. Maybe sometimes 2 days. It depends. Like, I'm not talking like cheeseburger. I'm not talking like a burger patty on a salad. No, I mean like double, maybe 2 fries. Like, that's my thing. I'm a savory foods guy, and I have a beer with it. Like, it's so good. Like, if I didn't have that for months and months and months, I would probably go off on a nasty binge of it, and it wouldn't just be a day, right? So just getting it like once a week into your system, then you're like, okay, good, I got it. Now I'm back to working out. And so that's why with the cheat day, it's just giving you, it doesn't mean it has to be a whole day. Just doesn't even have to mean you have to take it if you don't want to, but just relax. If you go out to dinner with friends, how much does it suck when all your friends are having a margarita and you can't, because you're like, oh no, I can't, I'm on this fitness program. And everybody's gonna be like, oh, that's weird. Like that gets into your brain. That's a mental thing. So I just wanted to get rid of all of that stuff. Rebecca said margaritas and tacos. That's my girl. I like all that stuff. Seriously. So just enjoy it. Like that's the point of that, is to enjoy it. And then I did put the cheat day on. Oh, Becky said pizza and beer. That's my girl too. Sorry, I've seen food now. I'm hungry. I put the cheat day on a rest day before a workout day, just because that helps in terms of, because if you're going to consume the extra calories, you have the extra calories the next day, the extra energy the next day to work out with. Yeah.
That's awesome. That, what a great, going into summer, just knowing how life gets crazy and the kids are home, but really just a nice summer program. But then, like you said, just something to continue on living life with balance and moderation, and just, I think that's something that, like you said, the 80% is something that it can stick with, right? Because I'll say, like, coming out of 80 day, I have a few people sticking with it, but a lot of my people fell off. So it's nice to have this kind of balance.
Yeah. And guys, look, I don't want anybody to ever think that, because I said this at the beginning, like, this is not saying that program doesn't work, that meal plan doesn't work, that nutrition plan doesn't work. There's like, every program has its own end goal, right? Like, again, we talked about Core de Force, 30 days shredding program. Is it sustainable? No, Core de Force isn't even sustainable to do that level of training for a long amount of time. This is meant to be sustained. That's the mindset behind it. That's what this point is. So, like with Time Nutrition, Time Nutrition is great for what it's meant to do for like the end goal, and like used in the fitness competition world, because that's like precise, man. We're not talking about fitness competition world. We're talking about John, who is a metal worker who works 12-hour shifts and just wants to lose some weight. Like, think about who we're going after here. And that's where this mindset comes into it. So, and for me personally, like, I'm very simple, and I think a little bit more realistic when it comes to this stuff sometimes, because I usually would choose, like, ultimately in the back of my mind, I would love to choose pizza and beer over actually just working out, period. I really, really would. Like, sometimes just workouts just don't sound fun to me. I don't want to do it. I do it because I know I need to, but and I enjoy boxing, I enjoy lifting. But if you're like, hey Joe, let's go to the bar instead, I'd be like, I'll work out later. That's just my mentality. So I think with that mentality, I'm able to bring a little bit realistic aspect of it to it. So for my people are like, well, how do you time your nutrition? I'm like, I wake up, I go to bed. there's my nutrition timing. That's it.
Another tool in the toolbox to help other people, right? I mean, 80-day people might follow that forever, whereas like this can be something for, you know, the other half, right? Like the other people that feel like it's just too, I just, to me as coaches, this is just really exciting because it is just another great resource, another great tool that we can help people who maybe aren't having success with the other programs. So let me ask you, there's a question here about, what did she say? Does someone need to go through before LIIFT before they start the actual program?
Oh, that's a great question, actually. No, you don't have to. Look, the before workouts actually were just, we created those last minute, by the way. Those were never planned. Like that was actually, like we launched, like VIP early access started on the 11th. That was that Monday. We filmed the before workouts the Monday before that. Like that's how fast we put those suckers together. And it was more just along the lines of, because we were texting, Carl and I were texting back and forth, and then I was emailing, I think one of the other team. I was like, you guys, like, what are we going to do? Like, I think it was based on a question I asked them, like, can we do something else? Because like the sale date starts the 11th, but then nothing starts until the 16th. Like that's like over a month. People are asking like what to do. So I'm like, what do you guys think about doing this and this and this? And then that's how the before workouts came. So it was one to give, and plus give people a taste. Now, you know, I think it's a great tool if someone's skeptical about the workouts, but it's not necessary because it's just going to give them a little taster of it. And besides, once we start July 16th, from that point on, I agree.
But if you popped on, would you mute your line?
There's always one person that doesn't mute their line every call. It's all good. Yeah, so it's not necessary. Absolutely not. Now, look, it's also not necessarily a bad idea, depending, and this is where you guys come in, and hopefully, you know, as we talk more about this going starting July 16th, is saying, you know, knowing your crowd, knowing your audience, right? Knowing who you're talking to. If you have someone who's super deconditioned and hasn't been working out at all, the before workouts are probably a great way to start because they're only 20 minutes. You know, it's a good little intro. So I don't think it's a necessity, but I think it's an additional tool to have for sure.
Yeah. Someone is asking containers. You already talked about that. Someone said, I teach CDF live classes. Awesome. Is that going to be an issue with regards to overtraining?
I guess. Oh, that was right. I did see that. Sorry, I was talking when I saw it. Heather, what's up, Brawler babe? I love it. Brawler Nation. What? So in terms of just group exercise, period, it really depends on how much you're teaching. So Heather, I don't know how many times you're teaching a week, but what I say is, you know, try to move your workouts around. So the days you're teaching core to force, try not to do a lift 4 workout that day. You know, so hopefully, you know, you're not teaching so much that's impossible. I will say, from teaching group exercise myself for 10 years, most group exercise instructors are teaching too much throughout the week. And you guys, my body didn't change for 10 years. Seriously, it didn't. It did not change until I stopped teaching group exercise and started giving my body time to recover. It really was true. I'm not saying don't stop teaching, but you know, if you're teaching like 10 classes a week or something like that, like back it off, man. You're killing your body on that. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Mrs. Fit Mommy 4. I fit Mrs. Fit Mommy 4. Does that mean you have 4 kids? I was like, bow down to you. Let's see. If people are hungry and they're calorie bracket, they bump up. Yes. Oh my God. Feed people. Seriously. Like if people, like when people do these brackets, they're like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. What do I do? I'm like, you should eat some food. Like, I got nothing else on that one. This whole starving themselves and all that stuff. And just so you guys know too, on the nutrition plan, like make sure you go through and really read the nutrition plan, because it does walk you through it, but a lot of people are missing this. So I need to go back and look at it myself and see if we can bold this or underline this. Most women, for the most part, you're going to be in the bracket A. Like if you do the basic calculation, it's going to put you in bracket A, because it's like, I forget the weight is whatever it is, but it's putting you at bracket A, which is only like 1,200 calories. Okay. That's not a lot. That's considered a losing bracket. Okay, so look at that, because for most of you, and like if you have 5 pounds to lose, you do not need to be in a losing bracket. Okay, if you have 10 pounds, 15 pounds, you don't even need to be that low of calories. Okay, because you have to remember, working out will also help with your caloric deficit. Okay, so always count in, figure in the workouts that you're doing too. But you need to be at least in B, maybe C. Most people should be in B or C. Most people. A, that's like non-function to me. I can't even imagine functioning. Like I eat almost triple that amount of calories at 180 pounds. And it's just because what we're doing here in 8 weeks, this is the point, is I'm going to change your body composition. That's what we're doing, is creating more, building more muscle in your body. The more calories you burn, the more muscle you have right now in your body, the more calories you burn sitting here. The more, like, it just increases your RMR, your resting metabolic rate. Like, that's a great thing. So we want to really add muscle to your body, and that's going to burn more calories. That's going to help burn fat. Like, it's all good stuff, but you got to make sure you're giving your body the fuel it needs. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. Robin, do I have time? I have 2 minutes, so I have time. Address women if we should use the creatine. Yes. Look, creatine's has gotten a bad rap, and the reason it's gotten a bad rap is because, yes, it does make you retain water. Your muscles retain water, okay? So that's where like, oh, you're going to be all fluffy. No, you're not. Fluffy and bulk come from fat, okay? It's that simple. Muscle is not fat. It's the reality. You have 2 different types of muscle fibers, type 1 and type 2, and neither one of them are bulky, okay? Bulk comes from, or man muscles come from having testosterone. Ladies, your testosterone levels in your body equate to about like the testosterone of a 5-year-old boy. Like, that's how much testosterone you have running through your body. So you're not gonna get man muscles or anything like that. What creatine does, though, if you look at, like, if you go to Beachbody Performance website and look at creatine, it has 3 bullet points on the front, and it helps increase muscle recovery and performance. And there's a couple of ones I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's what it does. And it's phenomenal. We're talking 5 milligram, like a 5 milligram scoop, and just throw it in your recovery shake after every workout. So we're only talking 4 days a week that you're doing this anyway with LIIFT4. But it just is one additional supplement. That's why they're called subs. Supplement, an additional thing. It's like putting higher octane fuel in your car. Your car is going to run great on regular fuel, but you want it to run even better. Put this in there, and you're going to see a lot more. It's going to help with the results in terms of muscle recovery and growth. Now, yes, okay, you retain water on it. That's why you cycle 6 weeks on, take 2 or 3 weeks off. Your body will naturally flush out the water. If you feel like it hasn't, and then, like, I don't know if I'll get in trouble for saying this, or like Joel says, and don't, like, just take a water pill. Take a water pill for a couple of days, and then your body will naturally flush it out anyway. Like, like it's not that big of a deal. So I totally think it's great. I totally use it. My wife uses it. We cycle on and on. She does better than me. I just forget half the time to put it in my shake. But yeah, I think it's great. So definitely go after it.
Are we out of time? Because speaking of your wife, I mean, I posted your before and after from Instagram, and obviously, like, you walk the talk the walk, whatever. And
yeah.
Does she train the same as you?
She totally trains the same way with me. If you want, like, and she's posted her, like, but kind of before and after, like, just in the past year, she's really cleaned up. She's always lifted. She's 5'2", former gymnast, and she's always lifted. So she has the build of a gymnast because of that. She started so young. But if you look, Brianne Freeman is her Instagram. And if you look at, she posted a thing just in this past year where she's actually lost like 10 pounds. And I didn't even think she had 10 pounds to lose, but just by cleaning up, we just became a lot, like, we just took this on, because when I was writing LIIFT4, is we took this on. We practiced ourselves and became consistent with our macros, 30, 40, 30 with the nutrition plan. That's the LIIFT4 nutrition plan. We became consistent in our workouts, which is the 4 days a week. And I've gained, like, I'm leaner than I've ever been, but more muscular. And she's the exact same way. Like, it legit works. And she does creatine and supplements, all that stuff. Like, it's phenomenal. It does work. You just got to trust the process, trust your trainer. That's me. I'm not going to steer you wrong, I promise.
We're so excited. Thank you so much, Joel. Absolutely.
Thanks, everybody. And you better be all there on Saturday.
Okay.
All y'all.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.